Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to go get some villagers. And that's a little house I made to store them in while we build a training hall. I thought I would just travel down the coast here and see if I find any villages right on the edge of the water. Hey, I found a village. All right, let's see what we got here. That guy is a Fletcher, I can tell from his cap. And we've got a split level village here. I guess 3 levels, really. So what's this guy got? Yeah, so he's got a trade. I don't want to trade with him right now, but he has a trade. So he's a good villager to capture here. Ooh, tall grass. And let's see what else we got here. Any of these guys, is that guy green? I can't tell, but I can't trade with him. So any of these guys that are good, that have a good trade, I want to seal in with dirt. And I don't really care about the other ones. I don't think he has a trade. All right, I'm gonna find another one that has a trade. But the whole idea is that you want 2 villagers that are not green villagers. Let's see what we got here. No trade. It could just be they don't have a job block. Get up. All right, so that guy's got a trade. So I'm going to save him. Well, look at that. That got ambushed while I was sleeping. Ha! Karate chop. All right, guys. Those guys are fighting each other. I should just leave them alone. Oh, that guy needs to stay away from the villager. They can get him through corners like that if the villager was over close enough. There's another guy just for good measure. Right. Headshot. Come on, Skelly. There we go. I do want those arrows. I don't care about the bow. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to capture these villagers, and this is going to take a little bit. So I'm probably going to edit it down to just the highlights. Oh no, one of our villagers. Get thee gone. There you go. All right, that guy's alive. All right, so aside from rowing the boats with the guys in them, what you could do is you could take them up a water stream. So I just use a bucket of water. There we go. Grab the water. And then you just drive them over to the water, our ocean. Here we go. Ready? Launch. All right, so we're back to town. It seemed like it took a lot less time to get here. Get this guy stowed away. This is why I had that water flowing into here. Let's push him in here a little bit farther. There we go. And lock him in. So he's on dry land. All right. So he's good to go. I'm going to leave him in the boat. And now we're back for this guy. Yeah, just got to get him to walk out here. Come on, man. You need to come outside. Check it out. Here's a boat for you. Check out my new boat. It's really cool. It has all the latest features. There you go. All right. And now he's also locked up. And I just want to make sure no drown get in there. Okay, so let's look. Where should we put it? I'm going to build a trading hall, which is also an iron farm. I could go down there, which is in front of the farm, or north of the farm. But I think I'm going to go over here on the side. All right. So basically I found a chunk and I made a 16 by 16 platform. And then in the middle of it, I'm making a donut out of stone, basically. And so it's 4 by 4 on the outsides and then open on the inside. So there's a 2 by 2 opening down the middle. And depending on how fast the iron golems spawn, that might be good. But I will probably have to, if I do 40 villagers, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put a lava killer on the top. Alrighty, so let's think here for a sec. I guess I'm going to come down here. Alright, so I went down there. Okay, so what I need to do now is I need to go up 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And I'm just going to repeat the donut up here. There you go. Okay, and so that is our roof, but it's also like this is going to be the water section of the iron farm part. So the golems will spawn up here, and water will push them into the hole, basically. So I need to go out in each direction. I want a total of 9. So 1, 2, and then I need to go 7. Nope. Oh, I got screwed up. Let's see. I lost track. Let's try again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to go 9. So I want one more, and that's for the outside lip part. There we go. And so I just need to do that in all 4 directions. 8, 9. And then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that'll do that. And then I'm just going to fill it all in. Make a big platform. And you guys don't have to watch me do that. There you go, all done. How do you like that? I even put a little design in it. Now I want to go all around the outside here, make a lip. Okay. And then what I did was I went out from the edges. So now that's 8 blocks. And then I went out 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want to go 5. So I need to do another edge here. I need to go all the way around with that. And what that's going to do is that's where the water's going to, or the edge is going to be to keep the water in. And then on the 4 corners, I have little 2 by 2 platforms. There we go. So now we're good. So any water, so that's 5, okay. So any water that comes down from here is going to go into towards the center. So let's just double check that. And I like to use stairs along the edges because nothing can spawn on them really. And I know you can turn them the other way, but they get waterlogged. There you go, all done. They get waterlogged, and when you do that, then the problem is the water will go down the outside, which isn't what I want. All right, and the last one. There you go. So here we go. Now we're just going to add some water. and see where she goes. Should make a nice, you see those lines pushing into the middle? That's what we want. So everything from that block down is going to get pushed towards the middle. So now I need to get some dirt, and I need to make need to fill in these 2 blocks, right? And then I need to make a line of dirt and go all the way around. I'm going to just repeat that. Then you fill behind that with water, so it's all water source blocks. And it's easier if you push it against the, see, oops. All right, that was my goof. It's easier if you face towards the dirt. If you face towards the stair, then it's easier to waterlog the stair, which isn't what I want to do. All right, and now I've got 4 more buckets of water to place. And see, that's that dirt's got stuck there. And so those 2 boxes, or those 2 blocks there, did not have water source blocks in them. But this block will make up for that. So anything that comes over into this corner is going to get pushed down. Let's just do this one. Then 1 more. There we go. All right, so now everything should be going towards the middle. And for some reason, that made a couple empty spots here. I'm not really sure why, but it's easy to fix. All right, so that's all done. So now what I need to do is I need to match the bottom platform. I need to come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Yay. I think so, because I don't think that's the edge there. Let's test it. Okay. Now, see, I need to come out 1 more. Yeah. So I want the outer wall to be even with the top. So let's do that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be 5. And then that way we'll have a nice even design. Yep, that's my decision. I'm going to stick to it. I guess we could go 1 in. It wouldn't matter, but this is the way I was going to do it. So 5, and then we just need to repeat that on all 4 corners. So we have a nice little V, and then fill it in. All right, so it's all filled in. I've got some dirt here, so this is where the entrance is going to be. It's towards that farmhouse that I've been living in. And I'm going to have 8 in the front here. Those are going to be the stalls for the villagers, and then the corners are pretty much dead because you want to make sure that the faces don't run into each other, so that then you can put signs in front of them about what they're selling or whatever, you know. So it just makes it easier to organize later on, because you'll never remember what each individual villager has got for sale. So let's see, this should be 10 or 11. I think it's going to be 11. And 11, yeah, so that's good. So we got 8 at the front, 11 on one side, and we'll have 11 on the other side. All right, so now that matches. So we've got 11, 11, and 8 is 30. So we need 10 in the back. And that should work out. Alternatively, what I might do is I might decide to, well, let's just check here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's 11. Okay, so I could put 11 in the back. And then I could take this one out here. Okay, and that'll make that corner to where I could have a door and it would go to an outside part of the building. So I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Yes. All right, so then we just need to build the stalls. I used regular oak logs for the front and then just oak planks for the back. The oak planks, that's where the villager is going to stand. And then again, this is going to be the door, and it's just going to be a 2-wide door, I think, ultimately. And then I'm going to surround that with stone, going all the way up. Oops. I think I messed up. There we go. All right. And so then the stone's going to go all the way up and just make walls around the outsides here, and that'll make completely filled in walls. There we go. And so now I've got my stalls in, I got my walls in. My armor's almost dead. All right, so I got some more armor that I've scavenged. And I decided to make the bottom part out of deep slate and cobbled deep slate for now. And I'm going to, this is all going to be covered up with stuff. I'm going to make it nice looking eventually. Not too long from now, I'm going to start making everything a lot nicer. But we got to get this running because we want our trades, we want our emeralds, we want our trades, and we want to have enchantments for our basic enchantments for our gear. Okay, guys, so what I decided was I'm going to use the water to bring the guys in from the back here. So I had to make a little hole in the wall. There you go. And yeah, I have 2 buckets now. And then I actually want the water to go both directions here. And that way, when I get them up over the top, then they'll be pushed into the building. There we go. So let's go get the first guy. Villager number 1. It's your time to shine, man. So this is the Fletcher, and the other guy I think is a... he's a cleric. All right, so we got to pull him out because of that water's flowing the wrong way. And then I'll just drive him on over there. Oops. Don't lose your leads. I need those. But the first thing I got to do is I got to block this off. Because if I leave this open, I guarantee you that that's when a drought's going to show up. I'll fill this in real fast. All right, and just drive this guy over. Here we go. Around the bend. Some people say I've went around the bend years ago. And I guess I did. Anyway, that tickled me. I don't know why. All right, so there's our trading hall / iron farm. And we have a wandering trader here. And let's see, I want to get him approximately lined up there. That should be good. All right, and then I just need to get him to come around this edge here. And I don't think I did a very good job of lining that up. And this guy's not helping. Let's try that again. Let's just do this. All right. I'm just gonna come back at this from a different angle. Now, Llama tried to go for a ride with me. He is unwanted. And get that lined up. There we go. That ought to work. I don't want to drown my guy either, though. All right. So let's see. I think I can walk up this outside, but it might be safer to go up the middle. So I don't want to be dragging him into a block that he could hop over, that boat could jump over. So I'm just going to go straight up the middle, over the water, and there we go. All right, so there's one guy. I could just drag him in here farther, get my lead, and go get the other man. And there we go. So now we got both of our guys inside. Literally, this is the turning point. So now this is going to start becoming a village as soon as I can get this lead. Get these guys boxed in here again and make it nice and safe. Kill the water. Then fill the hole back up. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right. And then I need to repair the area here that I had wrecked. All right, 2, 3. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So there's our stalls back. And then I'm going to make job blocks for each of these guys. But first, let's see if we can get them to lock on. Yep, there's one on a bed. That guy ain't going to move. There we go. Yep. The twinkles show that the job is done. They have locked onto those beds. Now I will give them some food. And another bed. There we go. And since there's a third bed now, they should start thinking about making babies villagers. There's another bed just to be sure. Well, what you gonna do, guys? Oh, there you go, Sharon. Share and share alike once they both have enough food. I don't think I have any more carrots on me. No. There you go. So once they both have enough food, then they'll become interested in each other, and then that's when they breed and make, come on, a zombie, or I'm sorry, a villager baby. Yeah. Now we're cooking with oil. So here we go. The next step is I want to move beds. I want to put them up here around the top. So I just made a little dirt ledge there to work on. And I should be able to put 2 there, 3 there. So that's 3 total on this side. Okay. And then as I go around the edges, I'm going to fill those in. And then these babies should lock onto those beds. And those guys should keep making more babies as long as their food doesn't run out. So I'm going to probably have to grab more potatoes. But you just got to be careful. You want these beds to be just underneath the roof, or the ceiling, I mean. There we go. So there's 2. It doesn't matter which end's the head. And then when you get to the edge here, this one's going to turn. All right, grab another bed. I'll show you. If I can't derp on the scaffolding. And there we go. And then I'll put another one there. And then another one at the end. So right now, this is like the slowest part of this. And I could have done this before I put the ceiling in and gotten that all figured out. But this way I can count the beds as I put them up, and I'll know exactly how many I've got. If you get to the end and you're not sure, one thing you can do is, let's see, I'm going to have to make some more beds, but these beds need to be moved up anyway. These guys' days of sleeping are over. They don't need to actually sleep in the bed. They just need to see the bed. So I'm going to put these up. But what you can do is, when you get all done, if you have dirt under each of the beds, just take all the dirt out of your inventory and then break all the dirt without, breaking the beds, obviously. And then divide by 2. So, like, I want to have 40 beds. So when I get done, if I did it that way, then I would have 80 dirt. Right? That's what I'm saying. And then that way you can make sure you have 40. So let's add another layer there. And here we go. So I got all the beds in. And now I'm just waiting for these guys to grow up. But these green ones have got to go. They are not, they are scabs. They are not union workers. They are not proud villagers. They are evil. And they must be removed before they contaminate our growing workforce. Which is entirely union and enjoys all the benefits of free health care, free room and board, and all they have to do is be attractive to iron golems. That's right. So now we almost have an iron farm. The trick here is I made a little wall there so nothing could see in here and shoot at them. And then I added job blocks, and I put little half slabs in front of the ones that they don't like to just step onto. And the trick there is that what you do is when you see them do their job, every day they'll go and try to do their job at that job block, and sometimes they'll stand right on top of it, or sometimes right in front of it. And then you just want to trap them inside with some dirt like that, so they're standing on the job block. And if they're looking straight down, then you know that's their real job block and you didn't get the wrong guy. And you can kind of tell, this guy's looking at that job block and he's a cleric, which that's the correct job block. But now this guy, check that out. So that is the Fletcher, right? But he's standing on a farmer's job block, so he needs to move. Please move. There you go, just a little pat on the back, and he was very nice to jump out of the way. Let's make sure everything's nicely lit. All right, and then I'm going to make a door here. And then this is actually going to be the kill chamber for now. So I'm just going to open this up, even this out, and I think I have stone. And I need to put a chest in the front, double chest, and, oh, I did it wrong. That needs to be even with the front of the tube there. So let's fill that in with some stone. You can use any blocks, it doesn't matter. The only blocks that matter here are it needs to be glass over the. Needs to be glass blocks here in front, at least over the chest, so that the chest will open and close. And then we need some hoppers, and we're going to put 4 hoppers. We're going to put 2 going straight in the back. And then behind them, we're just going to add 1 behind each. So those are all leading right in the back, and we can test that just by throwing in some blocks into each one. And when we get done, we should have 8. Yep, there we go. They all work. Then we're going to add 4 campfires here. And that will kill stuff and let stuff through. And we're going to block that up. Okay, so now upstairs, the problem is that dirt needs to go. And those golems are going to be like pushing against each other because there was 4 of them had spawned in. So they're going to be pushing against each other. So at this point, we're going to actually have to kill them. And later on, what I'm going to do is I'll get some cats over here, and then they'll stop spawning in the farm because I have a spider farm, so I don't need to get string from the iron farm, and I don't like it when the cats die, to be honest. Like, I'm actually definitely allergic to cats, but not Minecraft cats. You know, fake game cats, totally cool. I can have all those that I want. So I think I'm going to have like 5 or 6 of them. Once you have your cats in here, then you're good. You know, you're not going to have to worry about them. So yeah, this thing's only going to really, like if 2 of them show up at the same time, they won't let each other in. So I'm going to have to add a lava blade up there. I'm like 99% sure. Alright, so right now this is where they're dying, down in here. Die. Alright, so what I need to do here is, this is the last guy. I'm just going to lock him in. There's your job. So I lock him in, and then I'm going to show you here, you just have to break out these blocks, and then push them in. Okay, and then lock them in with just a dirt block over their head right now. I'll replace that dirt block, don't worry. So I got to do all of them. Alright, so what I did do the lava blade, so that's just a block there, and then you come out from all 4 sides with 2 signs, and then you fill in the corners by just pointing at the corners of the signs and adding more signs. And then on top of each one, you add another sign, and it makes like a platform for the lava to sit on. And then what's happening is they're getting killed by the lava up at the top, and their stuff's just dropping through. So what I did was I added a light block there, took out the dirt, and added a light block over each one of them to make sure that there's no darkness ever. And then I added a trapdoor, and then the trapdoor allows you to break that job block. Now, what you do is you break the job block and you try again, and with the librarians here, you check and see what the first trade is. If it's not a book, if they're not trading paper and a book, then what you do is you break the job block, you put it back down till it's a paper and a book trade. Then you check the book, and if it's what you want, if it's one of the ones that you want, then you go ahead and trade with them and lock it in. You just give them some paper. And that's it. That's how you do. We have a trading hall and we have an iron farm.